In South Florida, the war against crime has raged on for decades. From the comical to the downright criminal, this is South Florida Crime to Crime.
The assassination of President John F. Kennedy has been shrouded in doubt and conspiracy theories for decades. One lesser-known theory, with the Miami connection, surfaced after that fateful day.
The President of the United States was assassinated yesterday, and South Florida is still in shock. Residents of the Gold Coast are reacting to the tragedy just as if the death occurred in their own families.
It was a shocking moment. But there was another shock that came out not too long after Kennedy was assassinated, when it was revealed that a police informant had actually taped a man by the name of J.J. Milteer in the Sun Hotel in Miami on November 9th, about 2 weeks before Kennedy's assassination on November 22nd. Milteer was a member of several white supremacist organizations based in Georgia. He was also a right-wing radical racist. He was just one of these characters in history that always seems to be nibbling at the edges of important events. So that's why the Organized Crime Bureau was interested in him.
During their undercover tape-recorded conversation, Milteer predicted Kennedy's assassination right down to the fact that he was going to be killed in a motorcade by someone with a high-powered rifle from a tall building.
I don't know, Kennedy's coming here, I think on the 18th or something like that, and make some kind of speech.
You can bet your bottom dollar you're going to have a lot to say about the people because there's so many of them here.
Yeah, well, he'll have 1,000 bodyguards, don't worry about that.
The more bodyguards he has, the more easy it is to get him.
Well, how in the hell do you figure the best way would be here?
From an office building with a high-powered rifle. Oh, he knows he's a marked man.
You think he knows he's a marked man?
Sure he is. He sure is.
And they're going to really try to kill him, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's in work.
In fact, Kennedy did come to Miami as scheduled to address the Inter-American Press Association, but there was a change in his plans.
November 18th, John F. Kennedy came to Miami, and Milteer claimed that Kennedy knew he was going to be assassinated in a motorcade. When Kennedy came to Miami, he actually canceled his motorcade. About, 10 days after Milteer made the statement, he flew by helicopter to get around Miami. So that's been another fact that's always been tossed around as proof that Milteer did know what he was talking about.
But the question remains, was this a prediction, or was it evidence of an extremist plot against the president? There's also speculation of Milteer's exact whereabouts on the day of the assassination.
There's also been a great debate over whether or not a photograph that was taken in Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas, when Kennedy was assassinated, depicts Milteer standing in the crowd, watching Kennedy drive by. You can see John F. Kennedy talking to his wife. You can see the back of Jackie Onassis's pillbox hat that she was wearing that day. And right directly between the two of them, there's a crowd of people, and supposedly that was Milteer standing in the crowd. William Somerset claims that Milteer called him the morning before Kennedy's assassination took place and predicted Kennedy's assassination that day. But if he is to be believed, then quite clearly J.J. Milteer knew something before John F. Kennedy was assassinated and was involved in the assassination of our president.
For more information about South Florida Crime to Crime, go to WLRN.org.